Dudley, aka Grubbed Up, back out in another video. And today, this is gonna be a little Michael Beasley type build, right, guys? You feel me? Michael Beasley, just went kind of viral for that one-on-one with Lance Stevenson. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Michael Beasley put belt to ass to him. And I ain't never really, I do remember Michael Beasley playing on the Knicks, but I never really looked into his career that much. I realized he was on the Cavs, or not on the Cavs, he's on the Heat, and this and that. But really, I only knew about him when he was on the Knicks. And I looked into his career before that, and be honest with you, I fell in love with his career. I think he's the underdog, especially when Josh Hart came in saying he would pick Michael Beasley over KD in a 1v1. I'm like, all right, I gotta go study tape. I gotta go study tape. So I studied tape, and I'm like, yeah, that, he's good, but like, only thing it seems like he does is shoot mid range. Now, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's all I thought at first. All he does is shoot mid range, but very consistent at that mid range. And I started looking at more tape. I'm like, oh, nah, this nigga can dunk. He can shoot threes. He can dribble the ball. He can do this and that. I'm like, he reminds me a lot of Brandon Ingram and KD. How they can just score at, all three levels, except KD can do it exceptionally well, better than Brandon Ingram can. Just the way Brandon Ingram can to a taller, player. Bi's like what 6'10", right? And KD's like 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, right? Just the way that they can hoop and stuff like that. The way they get around remind me a lot of those two people games. So yeah, this is gonna be my Michael Beasley type build. Again, this is a Michael Beasley build. I am basing this build off Michael Beasley, but this is also just supposed to be like a 1v1 type build because that's what Michael Beasley is, a one-on-one player, ISO player. You feel me? It's gonna be an ISO type build. So with the weight, um, I got at 215 here. You can go down more on it. Um, it's not gonna do anything. It gives you +1 to your sweep ball. Everything else, your agility is really gonna be about the same. So if that's something that you're really just interested in, does 78 speed ball give you some? That's 78 pass accuracy that gives you a versatile visionary. So I got the weight at 215. He's like 236. I just looked up his weight, said 236. So I almost want to go 220 on the weight. I didn't want to go super like big, I guess. We can go 225. 225 still gives you 82 agility. I want that 83 agility, so we're gonna leave him at 220. 7 foot wingspan. I am making this as a Michael Beasley build, so if you see like I'm gonna put a high layup on the build, I'm gonna put a decently rated driving dunk. I'm gonna put a pretty high standing dunk on the build too. This build is 6'8". I'm gonna put high post controls on it as well. You know, just overall, this build is based off Michael Beasley, but this build is not just contained to a Michael Beasley build. This is an ISO build. So first thing I'm doing, I want 91 mid-range, right? I have 5 cap breakers, so if you don't, then you might want to change some things around. But as of right now, I'm gonna just put this at a 86. +5 from 86 will give me 91. So that's what I'm just gonna leave that at. 3-point shot. I saw somebody do a video on it. He was, he's tough. You feel me? To be honest with you, he's tough. He doing 80. I'm gonna go 83. Difference between 80 and 83 is nothing. It doesn't even. It's not even the overall up on the potential overall scale to the left. Guy gets to the rack and shoot my free throw. So I'm going. I was gonna put it at 80. I might just keep it at the 68 and then try to up it from there. And now pass accuracy. All the highlights I seen was never of him passing, but I did see his stats from while he was in China, and he was hooping out of his mind. He was like 13 assists. I think he was averaging at one point or something like that, something crazy. But yeah, we're gonna give him an 86 so we can get ankle assassin, and then we're gonna put this to a 75 to get lightning launch. So that this might go down to a 75, but that's the. I mean, we're gonna put this down to 75 just because I don't think we need it for real. I mean, you're a small forward. You're not gonna be dribbling the ball up the court too much. So the steal and the block is gonna be non-existent on this build. The block maybe a little bit. The steal maybe a little bit, but it's gonna be damn near non-existent on this build. I'm gonna tell you why. This is an ISO type build, so this is gonna be a build that when you make this build, this is a build that you're gonna be like, okay, I'm making this build to strictly not really strictly play offense, but to play the best offense I can possible, right? And that's what we're gonna try to do on this build is just play the best offense we can. So we're gonna go 84, right? We can go all the way up to 93, can it? We can go all the way up to 91. Hey, I might just up the weight on this build a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Get strong handle on. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is that doing too much? From an 83 to a 91, that's two overalls. But like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? We gonna put the weight up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm okay with not going down one plus one more on the agility. So I'm cool with this. We're gonna go 225 on the weight, and we're gonna go back up on all of our strength. Give him this right here. I want to give him because the legend badge, it probably don't do nothing to be honest with you. Like the legend badge itself, I already know strong handle. Like it really only works in like gold. But to be honest with you, I can't have this much. I'm finna have a high strength in general already for this build. I can't have this high of a strength and not have, the legend badge right there and not use it. But now that I'm looking at, I'm like, damn, cuz we already at 92 overall, and I feel slow. We at 92 overall already. We gotta put this up to a 85, and we gotta put this up to a 87. So like, damn, cuz I ain't gonna lie. Putting this up to a 60. He's got a post game. We ain't even touched the defense. Oh, good Lord in heaven. If we drop this back down, how much is it gonna go down? It's gonna go down a pretty good bit. So we might drop this down. I ain't gonna lie. We might drop this down to 84. 84 don't even drop it down that much. I might go less than 84. Like Michael Beasley, I ain't gonna lie. He's strong as shit though. Am I glazing? Am I glazing? With how strong I'm thinking this nigga is? I might be glazed, I ain't gonna lie, but I don't think I am, to be honest with you. I wanna get post fade phenom, so I need at least a 60. And I wanna get that shit at least on silver, so we're gonna go 70. And then post up poet is at 77, so let's go and get that 77. Interior defense is already pretty high. Uh and we're gonna up the block to a 78. And then we're gonna put the rest on perimeter defense. We're gonna put this up to want to get 82 to get challenger. We got on ball menace. Always we get on ball menace on silver. So right here at 74. So I want to get rebounds. I want to catch boards. I ain't gonna lie. Is this the build? Is this the build? 73 strength. 73 strength. Is that enough strength? I think it could be, twin. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a full ISO build, and I think that could be enough strength. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's just run it, twin. RJ Barrett, Paul George, another good three level scorer, and then Bi, somebody that I said plays similar to this dude. Balanced offensive wing. This build name, like the build name itself ain't bad, but like for this build, that's some shit, twin. Saying that we're balanced when we barely have any defense, we're just strictly an offensive build. That's some shit, twin. To be honest with you, I want to hit some decently good layups. We got Jordan here. You know, I like some of Jordan's layup styles. I don't know. I like Tyrese Halliburton's layup style sometimes. Too tired to get Brunson's. Um, yeah, we really don't have anything that I really just like here. I'm be honest with you. I like Zach Levine's dunk style. We're going to fix that ourselves. Go two shot. I'm not too keen on this. Matter of fact, I took a screenshot of somebody else's go to build, like their go to shots and all that. So let me just look at what they got. They got go to shot. They got Delon Wright. I've never scrolled down past the people right here. So Delon Wright, pull up jumper, wait, dribble pull up. I mean, they put pro two, spin jumper. They put pro. Hey, I'm finna use. Wait, is this where I use it? Am I tripping? I wish I could use KD's, man. I like KD's spin jumper. I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna use Shay's. I might get some foul calls. Hop jumper. Give me Dylan Brooks. Post fade. I don't have Kobe's post fade, so give me D Book. He has Kobe's post fade on. I like Alperen Sengun. And then motion style. Wait, motion style. He put Nikhil Alexander Walker. That would be. Would he be up here? Yeah, he's right here. Okay, I never used his. I always use Jalen Suggs. I'm gonna try something different this time. Passed out. He went with a none. I'm not boring. Give me John Moran. I like Josh. He went dribble style Zion. Signature size of Drew Holiday. Regular breakdown combo. Shea. Aggressive breakdown combo. KD. Skate moves. Basic. Combo moves. Pro. Crossover. Lonzo Ball, but you already know what crossover we're using. Jordan. Behind the back. Pro. Yeah, twin. We're not using that. Twin Tyrese Halliburton. Spin. He's using Steve Nash. Yeah, twin. The King dispense. We're using Penny. And the Hezzy. We already do crossover. Crossover Michael Jordan. Hezzy. He's using Tyrese Halliburton. That's my favorite Hezzy too. So we're gonna use that. Missed Halliburton way up here. And a step back. D book. Okay. I'm liking all these animations from what I see. And then for dunks, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna quit the quick drops even though he doesn't really doing that much. How did how did he already have back scratchers on here? Or I already have back scratchers on here, I should say. I'm at a 60. I thought you don't get shit till a 65. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. When you make this build, hey, make that stand dunk go down a little bit more and put make that stand dunk go down to a 75 or 45 50. I think it can go down to a 50. Put down to a 50, and then from that point on, just do it like that. Cause I ain't go. I mean, you do get Karl Malone dunk package. You know, pedophiles dunk package. I'm not sure if that really means anything to y'all at all. I can get Keegan Murray's. You know, some other people here, but me personally, you get or not Giannis, it's Zion's. Um, and then make sure you apply your contact dunks. I think he only gets one set of contact dunks and the what's it called? So save and exit, and then dunk style test build. So boom, we're gonna go. I remember him from being on the Knicks, so let's put him on the Knicks. He's gonna take OG on the Nobi spot, and let's face the OKC Thunder, people who are probably gonna win this championship. First off, let me just say this, cuz Shea foul baiting like a motherfucker twin. I love Shea. Hate the foul baiting though. You know, it reminds me of Harden, and I loved Harden. And then he did, you know, I love Harden OKC. You know, when I was a little kid, he was my first favorite player ever. And you know, he kind of did in OKC too. But once he got to Houston, he foul baited the fuck out of everybody. Twin, I just couldn't be a fan of that. I remember asking my dad as a legit, you know, why is he getting so many free throws? Nobody else is. He's like, well, they keep fouling him. I was like, okay. Look back at the clips, it's so damn foul baiting. It's worse than Harden's been, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I just left him wide open. Probably because I knew he was gonna miss. Pass him the rock, pass him the rock. I'm gonna get in this post with a little bit. I got Shea on me. That's a mismatch. Post fade. Oh, I just sucked one. They said it was tight coverage. Maybe I should have went with a different post fade to get more space. I went with the timing and not the. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm using this Nikhil Alexander Walker. Uh, First off, big block right there. I'm using the Kill Alexander Walker motion style, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm messing with it when I feel super fast. Like I get to have an 80 speed and an 83x agility, but still, this is it's a pretty fast build. This just seems pretty fast. We are 220. We are or 225, 6'8". We are on the taller. I ain't gonna say bigger side, but we make this build skinny. You know, we did that for a reason. So, like I said, this ain't a defensive type build. This is an offensive get her done build. Get her done. We can play some D. We can play some D. I ain't gonna lie. Taking this build out, first off, beautiful combo. Taking this build out to the 1v1 core, I can feel like is make so many people mad. Because the mid range so deadly, especially with the +5 I'm going to add to the midi. That's why I forgot to check. Because I'm sitting here bullshitting. I need to check something real quick. I will do it after this game. Which it would still be damn near the same build. Stand Dunk's just gonna go down and play something else. And, I need to shoot some more mid ranges, honestly. I didn't did I did pick a jump shot since I even pick a jump shot. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna start shooting this mid range a little bit and show off my mid range game. Cause 86 mid range is gonna go to a 91. 91 gives you, was it shifty shooter? Does it give you shifty shooter? I think. And 91 mid range, or it is some badge it gets you like on a higher tier. It's a good mid range shot. That's a Michael Beasley shot right there. Just a little pump fake on the three, a little move in mid range. I want to do some real Michael Beasley shit. Just fucking. I wish I had this. Did I even work for that? Cause like on Deadeye, like on the badge itself, what it used to be is like, people that are right in front of you. That's what it affects. Was like, making the contest rate go down. I'm gonna see if I can hear some real Michael Beasley shit right here. Oh my god, that was beautiful, twin. But yeah, just seeing the contest rate go down off people that was right in front of you, and then blinders used to be for people that are coming in from the sides, right? Which is like if you were like 3-point shooter that was, really fast, like a 6'2", you know, to 5 foot, whatever the fuck, you would, like to have that badge because you could just run around the court, and people are gonna have to contest you from the sides. Just spot up right here. That's drained. That's beautiful, twin. Yeah, put him on the ground. I ain't gonna lie, this build's so damn fire. Especially making this build at 6'8", it plays like it's at 6'6", but like it's so fast. And I'm gonna chop that up to the Nikhil Alexander Walker motion style. Let me shout the dude's YouTube that I was using. It's the I'm gonna keep it a $150. I'm not sure. I know a lot of people use those for the X's for E's or A's and the I's twin. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll try to yam it on it, but it's CRXDDY twin. That's the YouTube channel. I ain't gonna lie, I did not notice this, but I have watched a lot of his YouTube videos. And I do take inspiration from his videos a lot, so go check out his YouTube channel as well. But yeah, sitting here playing on this build, I just got inspiration from his build. I just want to see. I don't know too many people that really just make Michael Beasley builds, and he was one of the first characters that popped up, and I already watched his channel. I never tried out any of his dribble moves. Well, big shout to him for me trying out the Nikhil Alexander Walker dribble style, because I ain't gonna lie, this is, in my opinion, it's a lot faster than Jalen Suggs. I don't know. I haven't tried Jalen Suggs on this at all. Little Michael Beasley shot to end it. Oh, I missed it. I haven't tried out Jalen Suggs on this build either, but I think this is still faster than Jalen Suggs. Just off this alone, it's another block right there. Like I said, this build can't play defense that well, but it still can play D. And trust and believe. Oh, we gonna hit it off on a post fade. Splash. Oh my god, that was beautiful. But yeah, I got some inspiration from his build just because he's not known for his defense. I wanted to see what his defense was looking like on his build, and I ain't gonna lie. it matched up pretty good with how the defense was looking on this build. So we're gonna give him a 40. We're gonna give him a 50 standing dunk. Just make it even. I don't want him to see no 47s or nothing like that. So we're gonna give him that. And I think to get silver, you need an 80, right? I doubt we're gonna get an 80 on this at all. We're going to get a 79. So damn near, damn near. Okay, I did not think of that. Did not see that coming. So we're gonna drop this down to an 82, and let's see if we can get a 91 off this. We can't. So what is it that you get a 91 at? Is it if you go to a 91? It's shifty shooter, yeah, shifty stronghold. But yeah, just go to 86. Put this back at 87. Let's drop this down to at 78. Put this, yeah, it doesn't go high enough. So we did make the right decision. That's the matter of fact. Let's try it with this. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Yeah. So that's the max way to get attributes on this. But now I'm like, damn, I want. I hate when stuff goes in my mouth and I talk. It's so weird. I want to do this right here. So 74 interior. That seems low as shit. 74 with a 74 perimeter. This seems like bad defense all around. And I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if you going against like a guard, you're getting cooked. I ain't gonna lie. Is this bad? Is this horrible? Because like the only way to make it like similar to a Michael Beasley build is to have the high lay and the high post control, right? And post control don't even cost that much for real. But then you're sacrificing so much. Like the interior defense is okay. It's so like you can deal with it. Especially I ain't gonna lie. I thought we had a higher strength than that. Um, yeah, but this is an ISO build, man. I mean, I would much rather make this over a KD build if I'm being honest with you. It's 6'8" KD build. You're going to make like 6'10" if you want it to be realistic. You're gonna make it skinny. It's not going to have any strength at all. Probably, you might put, you know, uh, you might put some strength on it, but barely any of it. Um, and then the takeover that you use with this build, honestly, I mean, you can use bucket. I think bucket's a nice one. Um, Mixtape is a good one too. I do like mixtape a lot. Um, I'm trying to think what else here. Smooth operator is a good one. Offensive artist is also a good one. I just don't like it has the pass accuracy on there, which your pass accuracy is a little low, so maybe you need it. Uh, this one's good too. Finesse. Let's see. Clinic is probably the best way you can get. Upgrades your ball handle, or not your ball handle, your mid-range layup and your three. I think there's one that is that is it mixtape that upgrades your ball handle, three and no. I don't know which one it is, but I think between mixtape, smooth operator, and mixtape, smooth operator, and clinic, maybe even finesse. Probably finesse. I'm gonna be honest with you. Are those takeovers? That's the ones I would use the most. Because with the 91 and finesse on level 5, you'd have a 98 mid range. But do you want ball handle or do you want uh 3-point shot? Where's that at? One ball handle or do you want 3-point shot? That's kind of what you got to give up here between finesse and clinic. But yeah, between those two. But this is my build. I hope that y'all like it. I hope y'all, kind of see through the defensive, where it's lacking on the defensive end, and you kind of just, you know, love it for what it is. It's an ISO build that gets the job done. I think it plays pretty good defense, honestly and truthfully. I mean, I just got 2 blocks in that game alone, you know, so that really, I'm not saying that, that's, I understand it's a test game. that doesn't really show, what the build is for itself. But if you want to go down on this and maybe go down to a 80 and put some of this on your defense, definitely on your perimeter, I think that that would be a good, sacrifice, I guess. I think if you do something like this, I think if you do something like this, I think it'll be good too. Because that 80 layup is still gonna get the job done either way. So maybe you go 80. Maybe this is the build you go with. Do you get shades of Bi still? You get shades of Jalen Brown, R.J. Barrett, and Andrew Wiggins, and then you're named the Swiss Army knife. I hate that name, twin. That name so everybody try to aim for that name because it means you can do everything. And I don't like that. You don't get Zach Levine layup style, and you don't get the test dunk. The test the test dunk build that I just did. You don't get to do all that because you don't. I think it's because you don't have the. Yeah, it's because you don't no longer get the Zion Williamson. This is the build I made. I made two different versions of the build that y'all saw. I like the other one. I mean, this is damn near the same one. You get more rebound and you get more defense at the expense of you just missing out on your layup a little bit more. You don't miss any badges with that other than layup mix master, which really ain't gonna. I mean, it could for like jellies and shit. But, I doubt it. But yeah, this is my build. I hope y'all like it, and I'm out. Peace.